Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. In this video, I want to show you my honest review, and I hope I will be able to highlight all the pros and cons of this product. So let's begin.
Firefighters face heart-pounding risks every day. They need blood pressure help more than anyone. Fortunately, Harvard doctors recently stepped up to help firefighters lower their blood pressure. They recommended a simple method to open up the blood pressure release valve in their kidneys. And now you can try it too, because regular men and women are now using this method to lower their systolic and diastolic blood pressure by as much as 10 to 20 points. Finally, stop worrying about the silent enemy of heart health, even if it runs in their family. Feel more stress-free and easygoing all day long. Sleep better at night, relaxed and content. Surprise their doctors when they go in for an appointment and get their blood pressure tested. Enjoy more of their favorite foods without worry. And to quit feeling like they have an invisible, permanent problem that'll never go away. And finally feel confident and hopeful about the future, knowing their health is protected. This method is not about slimming down or strengthening your heart. Although when you open the blood pressure release valve in your kidneys, it can also help with a stronger heart and faster fat-burning metabolism. It's not about how much fat or salt that you eat, although it can help counteract the salt in your diet. It's not about cholesterol plaque building up on the walls of your blood vessels, although it can help your body dissolve that plaque. And it's not about medication that sends you running to the bathroom every half hour. In just a few moments, I'll walk you through this method to open the blood pressure release valve in your kidneys. And I'll show you proof from the Harvard doctors who first recommended this method. And you'll see research from Johns Hopkins, the Mayo Clinic, and from the leading blood pressure specialists in Japan, all of which show the powerful impact of opening your kidney's blood pressure release valve. I'll also introduce you to a few of the over 15,000 men and women who've already used this method for themselves. In fact, here's a few right now. Krista T. said, "I used to suffer from fluctuating blood pressure, sometimes normal and then suddenly really high. This has been solved with this method. I have not been over 130 since." Martin S. said, "Since trying this, my blood pressure readings were 112/70 at the doctor's office. These results were enough to convince me that it's working." Ermelita V. said, "My blood pressure was at an all-time high. I had to avoid foods and stop going to restaurants or parties. Since I found this solution, my blood pressure levels normalized. I can eat more of the sugary and fatty foods that I used to totally avoid. I now recommend to my friends that they try this because I know it can help them." These folks and tens of thousands like them are using a simple solution found in nature that's proven to open their blood pressure release valve. You'll see how easy it is to use for yourself right inside this short video. Plus, I'll show you how this method is saving the lives of hero firefighters every year, why improving your blood pressure health should be as simple as letting air out of your tires, why fat and cholesterol buildup in your blood vessels should not doom your blood pressure. In fact, this method will also help dissolve this buildup. And you'll see the hidden gift found in nature that effortlessly opens your blood pressure release valve. The sooner you try this method for yourself, the sooner you can take control of your blood pressure. And finally, sleep easy at night. So please watch this video right now because you deserve the freedom that comes with confidence in your heart health. My name is Dr. Ryan Shelton, and this news grabbed my attention because here at Zenith Labs we research the ways in which nature can help our bodies heal themselves. We're a team of doctors, pharmacists, and researchers who seek out innovative solutions which are found in nature and backed by solid research. We've helped millions of men and women with everything from blood sugar to fatigue to memory support. So you can imagine our curiosity when we read about this hidden gift found in nature that effortlessly opens up your kidney's blood pressure release valve. And when we dug into the research to make sure that there was real proof to back this up, we were so excited, especially to see that it's already saving the lives of firefighters. After all, firefighters face heart-pounding risks every day. They need blood pressure help perhaps more than anyone. A team of doctors at Harvard Medical School noticed how dangerous high blood pressure is for firefighters. They proved the primary cause of line-of-duty deaths is not burns or smoke inhalation or building collapses. but rather heart incidents brought on by high blood pressure. Nearly half of line-of-duty deaths are related to blood pressure. I'm always humbled by the goodwill of men like these Harvard doctors who devote their lives to helping heroes like firefighters. Because firefighters risk their lives every day to keep us safe. They strap on 75 pounds of equipment to charge into burning homes. They break down doors and carry full-grown adults to safety. It's the definition of heart pounding. But for those firefighters who are part of the 29% of Americans with high blood pressure, heart pounding is incredibly dangerous. So if the rest of us look to what these firefighters are doing to protect their blood pressure, we'll find a solution that's been put to the test. A solution recommended by Harvard doctors that's been tested and proven by the Mayo Clinic, the National Institute of Health, and Johns Hopkins Medical School. It works by solving an underlying cause of high blood pressure. Your blood pressure release valve has closed up. Like I mentioned, for many people, the root problem behind blood pressure issues is not your heart or clogged arteries or your belly fat. Even if you have these problems, they're not necessarily the top cause of your high blood pressure. The problem I'm talking about deals with the blood pressure release valve in your kidneys. This valve directly controls the pressure in your blood vessels. Now, let's talk about how it should work. First, it's easy to forget that blood pressure literally means the pressure pushing against the inside of your veins. Just like tire pressure means the pressure pushing against the inside of your tires. More air goes into the same space and the tire pressure goes up. Well, for your blood vessels, when there's too much fluid and not enough space, your blood pressure goes up. That's why the blood pressure release valve in your kidneys opens up to let extra fluid pass from your blood vessels into your urine. You literally flush away that extra pressure. At least you should. But if you're watching this video, I'm guessing that something's going wrong. Your blood pressure isn't what it should be. You're worried about all the future health problems that could cause. Everywhere from your brain to your heart. Not to mention the little annoyances like having to carefully watch what you eat or feeling low on energy all the time. Or the worries that build up in the back of your mind. This stress is taking over my life. What I eat, what I think about, even how well I sleep. Will I be stuck worrying about the invisible enemy for the rest of my life? Is this what's going to kill me one day? The good news is you can finally take back control. Tens of thousands of men and women already have. It starts by understanding what's going wrong. Why isn't your blood pressure release valve working like it should? Well, believe it or not, I'm not going to blame being overweight or not being active enough. I'm not going to blame eating too much salt. I'm not even going to blame plaque buildup in your blood vessels. Those are all problems that can be helped by reactivating your blood pressure release valve. I'll explain more about that in a second. Because new research has uncovered the reason your blood pressure release valve isn't working like it should is because of a thirsty protein inside your kidneys. The scientific name is thiazide-sensitive sodium chloride cotransporter proteins, but we'll call them TSC proteins to keep it simple. The important thing to know is that TSC proteins are an essential part of your kidney's blood pressure release valve. They determine how much fluid passes from your bloodstream and into your urine. But if you have high blood pressure, something's going wrong. Here's what I mean. These thirsty TSC proteins have one job: grab water molecules and hold on to them. When there's too much fluid in your bloodstream and your blood pressure is too high, your kidneys should release that fluid into your urine. These TSC proteins help determine how much fluid to release. But for some people, as you get older, these protein molecules get out of control. Your body makes too many of them. So your body holds on to too much fluid, and your blood pressure stays high. And it's not your fault. It's not anything you've done wrong. In the same way that some people's bodies hold on to more fat, or some people lose hair more quickly, some people just make too many TSC proteins as they get older. And when your blood pressure release valve tries to release the extra fluid to let off some pressure, these extra protein molecules grab those water molecules and stop them from passing through. More and more fluid stays stuck in your blood vessels. Remember, more fluid squeezed into the same amount of space equals high pressure. So in order to reactivate your blood pressure release valve, you have to deactivate these out-of-control thirsty TSE proteins. When these extra water-grabbing protein molecules are deactivated, your kidneys can flush your blood vessels of excess fluid, and your blood pressure goes down, even if there's fat and cholesterol buildup inside your blood vessels, or you're not eating a low-sodium diet, or you're carrying around too much belly fat, or you're not as active as you used to be. See, you've probably heard that high blood pressure is caused by fat and cholesterol buildup in your veins. This is called plaque, and it's true. Having too much body fat and not being active enough long-term can lead to plaque in your blood vessels. This plaque takes up space, and again, less space with the same amount of fluid squeezed in means your blood pressure goes up. And as a doctor, of course I'm going to tell you that you should keep your weight down and be active. But here's the thing. If there's a faster, easier way to good health, I'm going to recommend that too. Plus, when you reactivate your blood pressure release valve, it actually gets easier to stay active and keep your weight down, because it also helps you with energy for being active and higher fat metabolism to burn more fat, which dissolves the plaque buildup in your arteries. And it all starts with deactivating that water-grabbing protein molecule that's clogging up your blood pressure release valve. So how do we do that? I recommend the same thing that Harvard doctors recommend, a type of nutrient that deactivates this protein. This is the type of nutrient that Harvard recommended to firefighters across the country to help them improve their blood pressure and avoid heart incidents in the line of duty. The specific nutrient that I recommend comes from the extract of a flower called the crocus, because the research behind this flower extract is jaw-dropping. When the crocus molecules enter your bloodstream, like anything else that enters your bloodstream, they flow through your kidneys. And it just so happens that the shape of crocus molecules is very similar to the shape of the fluid molecules that these TSE proteins are looking for. So a crocus molecule will match with one of these protein molecules. The protein molecule thinks it's found a water molecule, so it grabs a hold. It thinks it's done its job, so it deactivates, and it lets the real water molecules pass by. The blood pressure release valve in your kidneys can finally release the extra fluid in your blood vessels, so your blood pressure goes down. It really is as simple as letting air out of your tires. And that's exactly what scientists at Oxford found when they examined crocus extract's effects on the kidneys. They confirmed what we've discussed here, that it helps the kidneys to release fluid from the bloodstream. With this knowledge in hand, scientists set out to directly test whether this meant that crocus actually lowered blood pressure. In a placebo-controlled trial, men and women with high blood pressure who took crocus extract saw their blood pressure drop down within a few points of the normal range. These results were repeated in another placebo-controlled study where crocus extract was given to 130 people with high blood pressure. Their levels decreased from 127/74 down to 112/66. That took them from high risk well down into normal. And another study published in the Journal of Cardiovascular Research found that when people with high blood pressure took crocus extract for 8 weeks, they lost an average of 5 pounds and a whole inch off their waistline. That fat loss helped them take better control of their blood pressure. Of course, it's not just about the numbers. When you take control of your blood pressure, your days spent worrying about this silent enemy of heart health are replaced by happy, easygoing time spent with family and friends. Here at Zenith Labs, everything we do is about the healing power of nature backed by research. And the crocus flower's impact on blood pressure fits that perfectly. That's why we put our heads together to deliver the crocus flower extract in the most powerful way possible. It's called BP Zone. It's a blend of plant-based nutrients, starting with crocus flower extract, which all work together to reactivate the blood pressure release valve in your kidneys. It comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And so far, BP Zone has helped tens of thousands of men and women take control of their blood pressure. People like Bruce M., age 57, who said, "My blood pressure is normal for the first time in years. 2 weeks ago, my morning BP was 142/78. This morning, it was 112/68. BP Zone works." Now let me show you what's inside BP Zone and how it all works together to free you from your blood pressure worries. It starts with crocus flower extract. We include a premium version that comes from crocus cultivated throughout the Mediterranean regions. It's the most potent, most pure form for crocus extract available. Because it's grown in the Mediterranean climate, it grows healthier and more dense with nutrients than anywhere else in the world. The harvesting and extraction methods are second to none, and the results it gets are stellar. When Harvard doctors recommended that firefighters use nutrients like crocus to open up their blood pressure release valve, I knew there was no better option than this Mediterranean crocus. That's why here at Zenith Labs we're excited to have this premium crocus as the foundation of BP Zone. And we weren't about to stop there. We wanted to give BP Zone an extra edge. So we designed a complete formula based around the special form of crocus. It starts with hibiscus flower extract. Like the specialty crocus, hibiscus activates your kidney's blood pressure release valve. This powerful nutrient has been researched by the top institutions around the world, like at the Human Nutrition Research Center at Tufts University, where doctors found that hibiscus lowered systolic blood pressure by 11 points and lowered diastolic blood pressure by 7 points. Just imagine how proud you'd feel at your next doctor's appointment to show that you'd lowered your blood pressure by 11 points. And at the Biomedical Research Center, where doctors used it to lower average blood pressure from 139/91 down to 123/79. That's an improvement of 12%, a drop from dangerous to within 3 points of completely normal. That study alone freed dozens of men and women from the silent enemy to heart health. Another study from the University of Western Australia found that hibiscus extract lowered blood pressure for 390 men and women. Doctors from the University of Arizona performed a similar study. In their own words, here's what happened. Hibiscus extract was as effective at lowering blood pressure as commonly used blood pressure medications. They also reported that it had favorable influence on lipid profiles, including reduced total cholesterol and triglycerides. And Korean doctors found that hibiscus helped reduce body weight and fat storage. I don't have to tell you that storing less fat will help support healthy blood pressure. Because of this extensive research, hibiscus has been featured on many leading health programs, including Dr. Oz and the Doctors. Like crocus, hibiscus fits the Zenith Labs philosophy, found in nature, backed by research. Hibiscus will work alongside crocus to activate your kidney's blood pressure release valve and help lower your blood pressure. And there's one more nutrient we include to support this release valve in your kidneys. You've probably heard that salt in your diet increases your blood pressure. In fact, too much salt can hijack your blood pressure release valve. Salt molecules cling to water molecules, so when your kidneys try to flush out extra fluid from your blood vessels into your urine, that extra salt will cling tight to the water and keep it trapped. But this nutrient counteracts that problem. It's called CoQ10. CoQ10 is a molecule produced by your body. It plays a key role in your body's antioxidant defense. When it comes to blood pressure, CoQ10 protects your blood pressure release valve against the salt in your diet. Research from the University Health Center in China found that supplementing with CoQ10 counteracted the effects of a high-salt diet and kept blood pressure healthy. They theorized that the CoQ10 molecules separated the salt and water molecules from each other. This let the water be flushed and the salt get used by your body. Now we had crocus, hibiscus extract, and CoQ10. These three nutrients are shown by research to give the strongest possible support to your blood pressure release valve. They form the foundation of BP Zone. But we knew that BP Zone could do even more. So we next designed a blend of natural nutrients that have been shown to relax your blood vessels. Relaxed blood vessels give your blood more space to move around, and that means lower blood pressure. The first is garlic. Garlic's ability to lower blood pressure isn't a secret. You could spend weeks reading the thousands of research studies about garlic and blood pressure. One recent placebo-controlled study from doctors in Rhode Island gave garlic extract to 41 men and women with high blood pressure. At the end of the study, their diastolic blood pressure had decreased by over 10 points. And then there was a review from doctors in Australia of over 20 research studies with nearly 1,000 participants. On average, men and women with high blood pressure who took garlic extract saw their numbers lower by 11%. If your blood pressure is in the high-risk stage 2 range, 11% is enough to bring it down into only elevated. And if your blood pressure is elevated or in the moderate risk stage 1 range, an 11% drop is enough to bring it down to normal. But we want to do even better than that, so in this blend we pair garlic with L-theanine. L-theanine is an amino acid that we extract from green tea. It's a relaxing nutrient which helps your brain mimic the same brain waves you get during deep meditation. It also relaxes blood vessels to allow for easier blood flow and lower blood pressure. Japan's leading blood pressure doctors ran a research study where they specifically tested blood pressure during stressful situations. Patients who received a placebo saw sharp spikes in their blood pressure from the stress, but patients who received L-theanine saw only a small increase in blood pressure. A quick warning, don't try green tea by itself and hope to lower your numbers. The caffeine inside counteracts the benefit from L-theanine, and that's why we include only the L-theanine extract in BP Zone. Together with garlic, L-theanine helps your blood vessels stay flexible and wide. Combine that with the crocus, hibiscus extract, and CoQ10, which reactivate your kidney's blood pressure release valve, and BP Zone is a powerful, found-in-nature solution to blood pressure concerns. But as you know, here at Zenith Labs, we're only satisfied with a new formula once we know it's the strongest natural solution of its type. And so we included a final blend of nutrients that are found in nature and backed by research to help your blood pressure. Magnesium. When we get low in magnesium, our blood pressure goes up. But scientists in Korea recently discovered that even for people whose magnesium levels are healthy, people with high numbers saw diastolic blood pressure sharply decrease when they supplemented with extra magnesium. Hawthorn berry extract. Berries from the hawthorn bush were shown to improve arterial blood flow in as little as 3 weeks. They also promote a steadier heartbeat, improve breathing, and reduce fatigue. Arjuna bark powder. The bark from the Arjuna tree in Tibet is known to improve blood flow and support healthy blood pressure, especially while you're active. This can help you keep your heart and lungs steady while hurrying up the stairs or while going for a walk with the family. Once we'd topped everything off with magnesium, hawthorn, and Arjuna, we knew we'd designed the ideal formula for BP Zone. Crocus and hibiscus flower extract to reactivate your kidney's blood pressure release valve. CoQ10 to counteract the salt in your diet. Garlic and L-theanine to relax your blood vessels. And finally, magnesium, hawthorn berry extract, and Arjuna bark powder for that last extra boost. With these all-natural proven nutrients, BP Zone embodies our philosophy here at Zenith Labs. Found in nature, backed by research. It's that commitment that allows us to achieve such a life-changing formula. No other natural support for blood pressure has achieved anything like the dramatic results that we've seen in BP Zone customers. Just ask Socorro A., age 53, who shared,
High blood pressure runs in my family, so before taking this, I test 2 other different products, but this one really worked for me. I started taking this product like around 3 months ago, and I can tell you I could feel the difference like in the first 2 weeks. I feel better. I feel more awake. I feel like this product really helped me to maintain a good level of blood pressure, and it's still helping. That's why I'm not afraid to recommend and to testify that this is something that you will not regret buying. It is the best and best. It is for your health, and it's a good product. Thank you so much.
Or Martin S., age 73, from New York, who wrote to say, when deciding to try BP Zone, my thoughts were, what do I have to lose? Let's see if it works. Since taking BP Zone, the results were enough to convince me that it's working. Or Tom M. shared with us on Facebook, all I can say now is, wow, it really works. I was on prescription BP meds and they caused me to develop an uncomfortable, painful cough and other side effects. I had tried a couple of other natural solutions that had helped, but did not get the job done. Within a few weeks, BP Zone managed my BP, and it averages out at 115 to 120 over 65 to 75 today. We get messages like this all the time. Since using BP Zone, my readings are lower, which is great. It is helping for sure. I feel much better in the mornings and in the evenings. I recommend BP Zone. It delivers the results it said it would. Since I've been taking this product, lately I've been seeing some changes. I have lower blood pressure. My blood pressure that was in the red danger zone is now stable. All these stories of change and confidence that we hear from the Zenith Labs family are why I truly believe so many men and women can benefit from BP Zone. They saw the research from Harvard and other top clinics around the world. They saw how firefighters were using these same methods to control their blood pressure. And then they wondered, how do I get my own supply of BP Zone right away? And also, how much should I take each day for best results? Now, I've seen BP Zone help so many people, so I wish it were easy to produce and send out. But the cold truth is, it's tough to keep our stockroom shelves full. And there's 3 reasons why. Number 1 is simple. BP Zone is one of Zenith Labs' most popular health supplements. Most customers buy multiple bottles at a time. Then, before they run out, they come back and restock. So we're always sending out orders filled to the brim. The second reason it's difficult to keep our stockroom full is because we put BP Zone through extensive quality control tests. BP Zone is made in the USA, guaranteed pure and certified non-GMO. We gather all our raw materials from reliable sources where we've personally visited their facility and built rock-solid relationships. The raw ingredients are combined in a facility that's been certified for good manufacturing practices and is regularly audited by the FDA. We regularly test for purity and for potential traces of microbials, pathogens, pesticides, or preservatives. And if we find any problem, we scrap the batch and start over. We believe you deserve the best, so going the extra mile is worth it to us. But that means any slowdown in our strict processes can lead to our stockrooms going dry. And the third reason why it's often difficult to claim your own supply of BP Zone is that, even though the herbs and minerals inside are in such high demand, we still do our best to save you a tremendous amount of money, because these raw materials are in extremely high demand, especially the specialty crocus extract that we use. It's only grown in one region of the Mediterranean, so there's only so much to go around each season. And while the effect of crocus on your kidney's blood pressure release valve is a recent discovery, the extract of this flower has been used for years as a traditional remedy for mood, digestion, appetite, and weight loss. It's also an anti-inflammatory, so the extract is even used in many medicines. Throughout the Eastern world, people snatch up crocus to use in herbal teas, and the flower's petals are even crushed up to use as a yellow dye. My point is, when Zenith Labs arrived on the scene to start using crocus to help with blood pressure, we found an already bustling market for this flower's other uses. This high demand means that our suppliers are always at risk of running out. We only work with this premium producer of crocus, so we're at their mercy. If they run out because all these other industries placed big orders before we could, then we have to wait before our next batch of BP Zone can be created. So, unfortunately, it's common for us to run out, and then have to wait for our delicate production process to slowly restart. It's entirely possible for returning customers to have to wait months to reorder. And with all that being said, we want you to confidently take control of your blood pressure, and to stay in control. The inner peace and freedom from stress that comes from reaching that goal is great to see. It's why we do what we do. We want to help you open up your blood pressure release valve and keep it open. And it's so simple to do, which is why I'd like to share with you exactly how to get your own supply of BP Zone today, right after we return to that second question from before. How much BP Zone should I take each day? It's as simple as you'd think. Just take 2 capsules each morning and 2 before bed. But here's the vital part. Take it every day for at least 30 days. And here's why you shouldn't miss even a single day in that first month. While the benefits start to work on a molecular level from day 1, the longer you use BP Zone, the better results you'll see. The more time your kidneys have to properly process fluid to release the pressure in your blood vessels, the more you'll notice the improvement to your heart health, your energy, and how in control of your health you feel. Many customers report feeling a small benefit right away, and then a stronger benefit after several weeks. Just ask Jesus S., age 62, who said, "My BP was always in the high 140s. After taking BP Zone for a week, it showed a little improvement. I decided to give it another few weeks, and by George, it did it. I'm seeing big improvements, and I'm headed for my goal of 120. Also, keep in mind the extensive research we've looked at from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic. It showed how reactivating your blood pressure release valve improves your health over time. So while improvement happens quickly, it gets even better the longer you use it. After all, we're not talking about a magical blood pressure elixir, just a nutrient that deactivates water-blocking TSC proteins. With less of those protein molecules, more fluid can pass out of your bloodstream, and your blood pressure goes down. So once you start deactivating these proteins, you can see some results quickly, and then feel stronger and stronger results with each passing week. So it's vital that you take BP Zone for a minimum of 30 days. That's why I personally recommend that you claim at the very least a 3-month supply of BP Zone. Or if you're very determined to take control of your blood pressure, claim your complete 6-month supply. That gives you the strongest, most guaranteed results to keep you protected and worry-free. Now let me say again that BP Zone is only available on this website. And for the reasons I just shared with you, our stocks can and do run dry, especially with how much our partner struggles to keep up with the extreme demand for the crocus flower inside BP Zone. And let's talk about that high demand. Obviously, the law of supply and demand says that because these nutrients are so popular and so tricky to get your hands on, the price should be high to match that low supply and high demand. That's why normally BP Zone would be one of Zenith Labs' pricier products, with the regular retail value being $79 per bottle. That regular price makes sense, especially when you consider how much easier BP Zone fits into your life than other blood pressure solutions. Pharmaceutical options aren't anyone's favorite choice. The side effects interrupt your day, and let's face it, our goal isn't to depend on man-made brute force solutions, but to work with our bodies using nutritional solutions found in nature and backed by expert research. On top of that, prescription solutions will cost you way more than the BP Zone regular retail value of $79 per bottle. Or you could try to support your blood pressure by completely overhauling your diet, your lifestyle, and becoming a fitness fanatic. But that's just not practical. Even other heart-healthy supplements can't live up to BP Zone, since they just throw 1 or 2 ingredients at you that are essentially Band-Aid fixes. They don't address the underlying cause of your blood pressure release valve in your kidneys. In fact, if you bought these ingredients separately, you'd pay a total of $190.71. And that's for low-quality ingredients. So when you consider all that, $79 for BP Zone would be a really good deal. Plus, there's the impact to daily life that money can't buy, like being able to eat your favorite foods like crispy bacon, salted chips, and more, without worrying about them sending your blood pressure sky high. More daily energy so you can live your life to the fullest, making the most that each day has to offer. And the boosted confidence and peace of mind from taking back control of your heart health. When you consider all this together, the low price of $79 is practically a free gift with a curly ribbon on top. Even still, you won't pay anywhere close to that for a 1-month supply of BP Zone today. Because like I shared earlier, I've seen how erratic blood pressure can lead to fatigue, daily stress, and make you feel like life is passing you by. So I want to help as many people as possible. That's our whole philosophy here at Zenith Labs. Which is why when you order right now, you can get your own BP Zone for a one-time investment of $49 per bottle. That's a 1-month supply. But let me show you an even better price. I understand that most people want to enjoy the benefits of BP Zone for years to come. And the hard truth is, our supplies are very limited. So I completely understand that they want to stock up on a full 6-month supply. And that's why the Zenith Labs team has designed a steeply discounted bundle plan, where you can stock up to save on a complete 6-month supply of BP Zone for just $33 per bottle. which saves you $274 when you order right now. This $33 per bottle discount price is only being offered through this website. And on top of that, Zenith Labs is covering 100% of the cost for shipping and handling, which is a $10 to $20 value depending on where you live. But both the discount and the free shipping are only for a limited time, and only while our supplies last. So click below right now to claim your 6-month supply of BP Zone, or whichever amount is right for you, and secure your supply today while we still have it in stock. After choosing your amount, you'll see a 100% secure and encrypted checkout page, where you'll fill out a simple order form, and then by the end of the day, your supply of BP Zone will be getting packaged and ready for shipment, and then be on your doorstep in the next 7 to 10 business days. We partner with PayPal to offer you the safest and easiest checkout process available today. PayPal is trusted by the biggest companies in the world, from Walmart to Target. So we figure, why reinvent the wheel? You won't need any special accounts or passwords. Just fill out your information, and your supply of BP Zone will quickly be on its way. In the grand scheme of things, claiming your supply of BP Zone is a small investment, just like it's a small investment to get career training, or to change your car's oil, or to have a regular checkup with your doctor. Small actions now will have a massive impact on your life in the coming months, years, and even decades. I've noticed that what sets successful, happy people apart is that they make decisions that help them avoid future problems, and that help them enjoy a healthy, successful, everyday life. This small decision to claim your supply of BP Zone will help you avoid the frustration of immune concerns, and help you avoid the frustration, stress, and worry that come from unhealthy blood pressure. What we find is that most people who decide on the 1-month supply are interested in just getting on the path to healthier blood pressure. Those who choose the 3-month supply want to make sure they can keep taking BP Zone without interruption. And for most customers, those who decide on the 6-month supply, they want to invest in a real change to their blood pressure to achieve a happier and more confident life for tomorrow, next month, and many years to come. So go ahead and click below to claim your supply of BP Zone right now while we still have it in stock. And watch as the boost to your heart health extends throughout your body and mind, and then to every corner of your life, from your work to your hobbies and passions, and to your family relationships. Now, if you're still deciding on the amount you want to claim right now, I understand. The fact that you're carefully considering this decision tells me a lot about your character. Not only are you serious about your health and happiness, but you're responsible enough to want to be absolutely sure that you make the right choice for your situation. I've already shown you the dozens of medical studies that back up everything I've shared with you today. And you've heard some of the great experiences customers have already enjoyed with BP Zone. Like Lottie Johnson from New Jersey, who told me, "Since BP Zone came into my life, I feel more motivated and energetic than before. I've felt a big difference. I'm absolutely glad I invested in my health." So let me share one more thing with you. Zenith Labs Satisfaction Guarantee. You should feel confident about any health decision, and that includes claiming your complete supply of BP Zone. We're 100% confident that we offer the most powerful blood pressure product on the planet. That's why we give you 6 months to try it and decide. Either you're fully satisfied and head over heels thrilled with your new blood pressure numbers, or you can simply contact us via phone or email and we'll refund you 100% of your purchase price. No questions asked. Our contact details will be on the packaging. Even if you've opened up all your bottles and used up all the product, we'll still refund you. It doesn't matter if you ordered 1 bottle or 6. We don't even require you to send anything back. So there's no reason not to claim your full 6-month supply discount. It's yours risk-free for that entire 6 months. Either you love BP Zone or you get your money back. It's that simple. Click below to claim your supply of BP Zone right now and enjoy the same experiences as the happy men and women who already saw this presentation and claimed their supply. I'm talking about people like Krista Beat Toma, age 71, who said, "I suffered from fluctuating blood pressure, sometimes normal and then suddenly really high. This has been solved with BP Zone. I bought a BP checker and I am checking regularly. I have not been over 130 since. After the first bottle, I was still not quite sure if this would help, but during the second bottle, I saw real results. It's easy to take, and I know it helps." And Janice, who told me, All the herbs have helped me overcome the issues I'm facing with my health. I have more energy, and I sleep better. And Joan Daniel, age 69 from Georgia, USA, who said, "Since taking BP Zone, it works. I've kept my blood pressure record for over a month. I went to talk to my doctor, and he said to continue what I was doing. I've been taking it for 4 months, and my BP is great. The best thing is there's no dizziness or worries." The only way for you to reactivate your blood pressure release valve and support healthy blood pressure like Krista, Janice, and Joan is to try BP Zone for yourself. Like I said, you won't have to worry about whether you made the right decision because you'll have a full 6 months to test it out. See for yourself that BP Zone really can change your life. Click below right now to claim your 6-month supply, or whichever amount is right for you. Making this investment in yourself is something you can be proud of. Men and women who join the Zenith Labs family are a special group who don't sit around and simply take what life throws at them. They don't put up with erratic blood pressure just because someone says, "That's the way it is." And because they care about themselves enough to act, members of the Zenith Labs family enjoy health, success, and independence no matter their age. I'd love for you to join us. And since you've shown your commitment to yourself by sticking with me through this presentation, I believe you'll fit right in. Now, I want to be frank with you. Please don't be offended. I'm only saying this because I want to see you healthy, happy, and free from worry. But it's time to step forward and make your decision. And I'm asking you as a personal favor, please don't ignore everything we've just discussed. Imagine what that would be like if you turned your back and walked away right now. Your blood pressure concerns will likely continue and could get a lot worse. And while it's typical of unbalanced blood pressure levels to not feel a lot of immediate symptoms, if you don't take control of your levels now, it can lead to a lot of sudden and scary conditions in the near and immediate future. You'll continue to feel much more sluggish as your energy is zapped away, to the point where walking up a few flights of stairs leaves you out of breath. You'll be constantly annoyed by having to watch what you eat, avoiding delicious fatty or salty foods, even avoiding carbs and sweets. And you'll have to balance on the scale each day to check your weight. Nobody likes that feeling. But worst of all, every second of every day there's the nagging reminder in the back of your head that at some coming moment it's going to get suddenly much, much worse, and then it'll be too late. I don't want you to end up in that situation. I don't want you to change your mind down the road, think about this presentation, and wish you'd taken action, especially because this offer likely won't be available then. I don't want you to regret that you decided against such a simple, small investment in yourself, an investment with huge rewards. So please, take charge of your health and happiness. Click below to claim your complete supply of BP Zone and start your journey. When you do, you'll be taking your first step towards a better life. I want you to picture that life now. I mean it, try to really imagine. Each morning you wake up with plenty of energy because your blood is flowing freely throughout your body, and your mind is worry-free as your heart concerns have become a thing of the past. Wouldn't you love to wipe the slate clean and take back control of your blood pressure, helping you to feel like you did in your 20s and 30s again, when you felt full of hope and determination and just downright unstoppable? Look, we both know you only get one shot at this life, so there's no point suffering through each and every day with heart concerns. That's why right now is the perfect time to take life into your own hands and start washing away those dark horse heart health ailments. With BP Zone, you'll go from being at the mercy of your unbalanced blood pressure to feeling confident you've got a healthier and happier life ahead of you. I want you to experience the same playfulness, pizzazz, and zest for life you enjoyed before your blood pressure levels started haunting your daily existence. That's why I'm asking you to try BP Zone, because you don't have to roll over and accept unbalanced blood pressure. You're still the active, happy person you've always been, and you can't give in and let your blood pressure change that. So one more time, I'll invite you to click below to claim your 6-month supply of BP Zone. There's no risk, since with Zenith Labs' open bottle guarantee, you've got 6 full months to test it out for yourself, and either love the results or get a 100% refund. But try it now, because remember, our supplies stay low since Crocus is in such high demand. I recommend choosing the full 6-month supply to stock up. BP Zone is the only way to get the purest, most effective versions of these nutrients, along with our 11 other blood pressure supporting nutrients. Click below right now and take the first step towards taking back control of your blood pressure and heart health. You only get one heart, so it's important you take great care of it. I'm Dr. Ryan Shelton, and I want to say thank you for sticking with me through this presentation. If you're still here, that tells me two things. One, you're committed to your health and happiness, and two, you still have a few questions. It's okay to have questions. I'm glad you do, so I can help you feel perfectly comfortable trying out BP Zone for yourself. Here's the answers to a few of the most common questions we hear. What if I'm not happy? Can I get my money back? Absolutely. If you're not satisfied, we'll gladly give you a full refund. Simply contact our support team and we'll refund you 100%. We won't even ask you to return anything. That's how confident we are you'll be satisfied. How do I know BP Zone is pure and safe? Each of the ingredients is rigorously tested for purity and to ensure against toxins and contaminants. Our manufacturing facility is regularly audited by the FDA for safety and purity. We also focus on primarily using natural ingredients, which your body already knows how to use and which gently, naturally support your health. How do I take BP Zone? Take one capsule twice per day, one in the morning and one in the evening. Each bottle comes with enough capsules for a 30-day supply. For extra support, you can take 4 capsules each day. Keep in mind you'll need 2 times the supply of BP Zone. How long should I take it before seeing noticeable results? Individual results vary. Some have reported experiencing results in as early as 2 weeks. Everyone's body chemistry is unique. For the best results, we recommend taking BP Zone as directed, eating a healthy diet, and staying active. I've tried other heart health formulas in the past which didn't work. How do I know this is different? BP Zone is not a concoction invented by a marketing team. Every single one of our ingredients have been heavily tested and shown to work under stringent, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical study conditions. You're getting some of the best herbs nature has to offer that support healthy blood pressure conditions from more than one angle. Our doctor-created formula is only available in BP Zone. No other heart health product can match it. We manufacture BP Zone in the highest quality, safest facility available. What you see on the label is exactly what you're getting. And of course, you're either 100% satisfied or we'll refund you 100%. If you're still wondering whether BP Zone is right for you, then the best advice I can give you is to try it for yourself. With our no questions asked money-back guarantee, you have 6 months to see if you like it. If you decide you want your money back, simply contact us for a full refund, so you can try it out with zero risk. You've got nothing to lose, and you could regain control over your blood pressure and your health. One final customer story before I let you go. Jeffrey A. Preggy from Ohio said, "Before I started taking BP Zone, my blood pressure was a little high and I wanted to see if it would lower it. My blood pressure was 140/90 and 150/86. And since taking BP Zone, my blood pressure is now 125/70 and 120/68. All in all, everything's good now. My heart rate is down to 80 beats per minute and my blood pressure is a lot lower. The best thing about BP Zone is it said what it was going to do, and it did. Try it. It worked for me. Now please decide which amount is right for you, then click below. And let's take the first step to regaining control of your heart health so you can be confident and happy. I'll see you on the next page."
Cool, right? Click the link in the description for my price discounted special.